Namaste, beautiful yogis. I thought I would offer you another Vinyasa slash Ashtanga mixed class. This is definitely more movement oriented, and so we're just going to get right down to it. I want you to come and stand at the top of the mat. And when you come to stand at the top of the mat, really root and ground your feet to the point where you feel your legs start to engage and get really firm, and begin to uplift through your upper body. When you're standing tall and attentive, close the eyes for a moment. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, prayer position at your heart. Maybe take a moment to set an intention for your practice, or to dedicate this practice to another person or situation that may need some healing. And then start to activate your Ujjayi Pranayama. Breathing in and out through your nose. Constricting the back of the throat so the breath is audible for you to hear. And we'll begin warming up the body with sun salutation. So as you inhale, let your arms frame across the sides of your face. And as you exhale, gently hinge forward and down to your Uttanasana, trying to keep the knees lifting towards the thighs and the quads lifting up towards the hips. Inhale, sprout up, elongate through the spine. And as you exhale, plant the palms, step it back to plank and lower down with control. Inhale, rise into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll it back to downward facing dog. Hold and breathe for several rounds of breath. On your next inhalation, find your way to the top of the mat, lifting and elevating your heart and your eyes, and then exhale, gently bow back in. A moment of introspection here. Inhale, root to rise all the way up to the top. Exhale, come back to Pranamasana. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, lift up halfway. And exhale, drop and hover. Building your strength. Inhale, open up to up dog. And exhale, roll it back to down dog. Solidify your hands. Operate through your arms. Open up your back body. And breathe. Inhale, bringing it to Ardha Uttanasana at the top. Again, however you want to arrive is fine. Exhale, release. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands come back to prayer. Another. Inhale. Expand open. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, create some space between the two halves. And exhale, create just a small space between you and the floor. Inhale, rising towards the heavens. Exhale, roll it back. When you're holding Adho Mukha Svanasana, drink from the breath of life. Let it be a rejuvenating breath. Let your whole body breathe. On your next inhale, bring it on home. Exhale, lower back in towards your own heart. Inhaling all the way up. And exhale, Samastitihi. Another A. Continue to move and breathe. Lowering to Chaturanga Dandasana. Rising on your in-breath to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And rolling back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Activate that pranayama. So you're not so fixated purely on the body. You're trying to go above and beyond the physical. Inhale to the top of the mat. Exhale, let it all go. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, recenter. Moving into B, inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga. You can always transfer through plank. Into up dog. Out to down dog. Not holding. Your right foot leads. Back foot plants. Virabhadrasana 1. Move back into the flow as you breathe out. Left foot in the lead next. Warrior 1. Holding your third downward facing dog. Inhale to the top. Open the heart when you arrive. Exhale, bow out. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Pranamasana, Samastitihi. Another. Flow with your breath. Into Warrior 1, right foot in the lead. Left foot next. Pause here now. Remembering child's pose is always available. Into Ardha Uttanasana, out to Uttanasana, into Utkatasana, out Samastitihi. One more. And breathe. We often think about conditioning our physical body, but in yoga we want to also consider conditioning, or I should say reconditioning, our minds. And we can recondition our minds by stripping away all the layers to come back into our essential state of being. Inhale, top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastitihi. Feet apart, shoulders back. Exhale, fold. Hook the first two fingers around each big toe. Fan the arms away, wiggle your way down. Slightly tuck the chin to the chest. As if you were going to cast your gaze up towards the navel. Inhale up. Exhale, flip the hands, stack them underneath the feet. Shift your weight towards the crease of the wrist, and then relower the head. Release the hands. Bring them around your waist, come all the way up to the top. Feet together, palms together, step to the right. Rotate the right foot. Take it to triangle pose. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, turn the feet. Triangle pose to the second side. I have two mats stacked. Not the best idea for these standing poses. It feels a little too cushiony, a little too spongy, so I don't feel quite grounded. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, relax the arms down. Turn the right foot again. Offset your left foot. Square off through the hips. Come forward with the left hand. Spiral up with your right. You can be on fist, your hand can be to a block. Inhale, rise. Exhale, set your foundation. Work up through the lower body. Come forward with the right hand. Shine up with your left hand. Inhale, rise. Exhale, step to the front. Inhale, step off to the right. Right foot turns. Lunge that knee. I'm going to take it into the bind today. You do not have to take it into the bind. Remember, if you swing that hip out, it needs to tuck back in. And your ribs need to stack over the front thigh. Crown of the head reaching forward. Both feet anchored. Strong breathing. Inhale, come up to the top. Turn the feet, right foot parallel, left foot to the top of the mat. Lunge the knee. You can always stay here. But today, I am personally going to thread the arms. Inhale, draw up. Right foot turns again. I'm going to spin out of the back heel, and I'm going to lift the navel, cross it over towards the inner right thigh. I'm taking the left hand to the outside, and I'm going to sway the arms this way. Some days I can latch, some days I can't. If this is too crazy or too much for your body, just set the hand down and reach the other arm skyward. Exhale, plant the back foot, safely come up. Rotate the left foot. Spin out of your back heel. Remember, you can be here. But I'm going to take it somewhere different today. Now, this side is usually harder. Yep, it's not there today. So I'm going to stay in this variation. Remember our motto, drop in, get real yoga up. Lower the left hand, plant the back foot, rise up on the in-breath. Step to the front on the out-breath. Inhale, step wide to the right. Feet are square. Hands to the hips. Shoulders roll back. Exhale, fold. And I'm just going to do one of these today. Hands are going to come back like A. Arms are going to squeeze in. Head's going to bow low. From Prasarita Padottanasana, you can set your hands forward. You can extend long through your arms and spine. Because we're going to be building up to a particular pose today, turn the right toes away. Move into this side lunge. And then crawl to the other side. And then if you want to get a little bit more expressive, you can. Inhale to the top. Turn the left foot. Step it to the front. Samastiti. I'm going to step off the mat to the wood floor since that's a little too spongy for my liking. We're going to take a different balancing pose for this. We normally move into Padangusthasana and tree. But we're going to move towards dancing Shiva. Stand on your left leg. Take a hold of your right foot. Take your left arm skyward. Hinge forward. Lift your heel. Shine your heart. I'm losing my balance. That's what happens when you talk. Get distracted. And then rise. Whew. Stand on the right foot. Take your left in your hand. Right arm reaches. Exhale, hinge. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Step back on your mat. Hands to prayer position. Inhale, open up. Exhale, close into self. Inhale, sprout up. Exhale, take the chaturanga. Into the back bend. Out to the forward fold. Hold and breathe. Inhale, right foot forward, plant the back foot, rise up, warrior one, except this time exalted form. We're going to pivot and turn to the left, plant the back foot, come back to exalted warrior. Open the right foot, spiral out to the back thigh, shine out through your arms, warrior two. And then take warrior two with the right foot in the lead. Helicopter down, take a vinyasa. Hold and breathe. Bend the knees. Hop the feet nice and wide. Take Malasana. Dropping the tailbone, lifting the crown. So I'm going to turn this way so you can see. We've been warming the body. We're going to move towards birds of paradise. Then we're going to lift the hips, cross the left arm under and around back. Right foot turns to face me. Left foot slides in. Take the weight off. Push down heavy through the right foot. Climb up. When you're ready, sit down. Recommit to your squat. Try not to overthink it. Lift your hips. Hook the right arm under, the left arm behind the back. The left foot's going to be standing, so you need to turn it to face the front. Hop onto the mound of the right big toe. Anchor through your left foot and climb up. Safely bring the foot down, turn the toes back out, take your malasana. When you're ready, come down to a seat. When you come to a seat, bring the soles of the feet together, extend long to the spine, exhale, hinge forward. If you can go lower, go lower. Inhale, slowly track your hands back. Gently rise up. Take your left knee up. Take it out in front of you, Janu Shirshasana. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. The hands can always be back here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, lower down. Lift the right knee. Separate the right foot away from the body by extending the right leg long, opening the left hip. Janu Shirshasana to this side. Again, you can back up depending on your flexibility. One is not better than the other, so just scratch that out of your mind. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the arms down. We're going to keep the left knee bent, but we're going to slide the right foot in. We're going to hook the hands around the sole of the foot. Remember, you can use a belt, necktie, or strap if you have it to create that attachment from the hands to the foot. Shoulders roll down, heart picks up. Heron pose. Let's do the Music City hip openers. That was a name coined by Cora Wren. Great teacher if you've never met her or practiced with her. The left hand comes to the hip. The right leg is going to open to the side. Bring that leg across the midline. Keep the spine extended. Keep the toes lifted upward. Push the heel into the hand. You can stay here or you can twist. Bring it back around. Bend that knee. We're going to do a fun little arm balance. So if you take the right arm under, you may have to round your back, and you're shifting the leg back, so the hand kind of comes back slightly behind the hip. The hand's going to transfer to the toe, and you're going to move towards compass. And then you're going to bend that leg, squeeze the arm, flatten the palm, lean forward into the hands, pick up both feet, crisscross the ankles, lean forward, push out through the feet. This is Ashtavakrasana. When you're ready, come back down. I feel like I need to point this direction to give you a different angle. I'm going and move back away from the table. So heron, I am doing the second side now. Remember, you can use an attachment between the hands and the foot. Pick up your chest. Heron. Right hand to the hip. Left leg opens. Music City hip openers, coined by Corinne. I love that name. Send it across the body. She used to live here and practice here before moving out to California. And I think she may be back on the East Coast. She studied for years and was an apprentice to Judith Lassiter. She has a lot of Iyengar in her background. She does a lot of restorative yoga. I like to give credit where credit is due. Exhale, unwind. Bend the knee. Hook the arm under, power it back, rest on the hand. Bring the right fingertips to the toes. Maybe roll the right shoulder open, straighten out the left leg, compass. And again, you can attach the foot to the hand with an apparatus. Squeeze the leg to the arm, flatten your hands, crisscross the ankles, push up, lean forward, extend the legs, hover, hold, smile. And when you're ready, come back down. All right, we're gonna do a fun little twist here. The left foot's gonna cross under the right knee. Do I wanna do it this way? Yes, I do. Flatten the right foot. Now sometimes that knee kind of angles off. So you wanna flatten the whole foot so the knee stays pointed skyward. Pull in through the belly. Wrap the left arm in front of the knee. Twist to the right. You can stay here. You can be here. Or for Ardha Matsyendrasana, you may want to thread the arms and link the hands together. Not required, but you can give it a go. Breathe. When you unwind from the twist, the hands are going to come. I learned this from Cindy Lee a long time ago. Bring the hand. She is a famous teacher out near, I think, New York City or Long Island. She's also a practicing Zen Buddhist. So when you lift up, spin, spin, circle, pivot, lower, and voila. You're back in the seat, but to the second side. Keep the foot planted, the knee up, hug the belly in, hug the arm around the thigh. Keep lifting to the crown of the head. Left arm circles behind the back. Choice one is here. Perhaps the second choice. And this is where my right shoulder's tighter. Oh, but I did it today. Yay. Little accomplishments here and there in your practice. It's kind of like the Mounds commercial. Right? Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you can tie your hands, sometimes you can't. And exhale. Ah, that felt good. Oh, I needed that. And then extend the legs out. Once you extend the legs out, we're gonna get supine. Again, you can use a strap necktie belt here for Padangusthasana A, the supine form. We're going to keep the pelvis neutral as we open up the leg, but then turn the head the opposite direction. Bring it up on the inhale, turn the head to center, and release. Opposite side, left leg shines up, right heel pushes out. Padangusthasana A from a supine position, and then cranking the leg open, keeping the hips square, turning the head to the right for the B variation. turns, leg lifts. Bring both knees to cradle in. So with Vinyasa, I'm mixing this little bit of Ashtanga in with this Vinyasa. I don't use affirmations or set a theme for these type practices. It's more about movement and breath. Sink the feet to the floor. And if you're feeling fairly open in the hips, you can take reclined butterfly. If you need support, add pillows up underneath the knees. We're going to move into our relaxation now. We worked up to a couple several big poses. Dancing Shiva is a pretty big balancing pose. Same with Birds of Paradise. And we even added in an arm balance. So normally in my blissful flow, if I choose, depending on what I'm inspired by, if I choose an advanced pose, I usually build up the whole practice for that one singular pose. But with Vinyasa, I do a mix. Please don't be discouraged if there was something you couldn't do. It's just fun. It's just yoga. Take time to relax and breathe. And if this is too much for the hips, straighten the legs. Just take the regular corpse pose. Try to minimize any excess thinking by focusing on your breath and just watching it ebb and flow. Was a Swami, I think it was Swami Satchidananda, who was known to say this phrase: easeful, useful, peaceful. Easeful, useful, peaceful. Easeful, useful, peaceful. You could even use that as your mantra. Something to utilize over and over again if the mind wants to wander away. Inhale, slowly lift your knees. Extend your legs and reach the arms overhead. And exhale. Give yourself a nice warm embrace. Rock side to side. Turn over to one.
comfortably.